How important was it for you guys to break, that more than 200-minute streak, sort of break the seal, if you will, and see one go in the back of the net for your team?
Well, I'll be honest with you. After that first spurt, I was a little worried again. I thought that was certainly our best period since the first period against St. John's last Saturday, and we had us at 11 grade A's. And you come in after the first period at 0-0. You're concerned that maybe they get one early in the second. It kind of deflates the guys because when when you're not scoring, obviously there's a confidence issue there as well. But you know what? As I said to the guys, over the 76 game schedule, you got to find ways to win hockey games, and every hockey game's got its own identity. And tonight was ones where we were just going to need it to gut it out. And it was nice to see Mitchie get that goal there late.
It was not that anybody thought, geez, the last two games would have any effect on this one, but there's certainly a good resiliency tonight, it seems.
No, absolutely. We needed that one. It's obviously when you get a score 12-0 over the last two nights against, and let's face it, two of the best teams in the conference, and we know what we're up against here moving forward. We have a ways to get better, and there's no problem with that. But overall, and we talked before the game about just worry about your next shift. You can't control too much after that, and I thought we really did a good job tonight of just sticking to the game plan. We talked about a number of things this morning that could improve our game, and I thought we did that very, very well over the course of that 60-minute game.
Anything specific that you talked about and it happened?
Well, first of all, a turnover issue. We were turning pucks over, especially last night at the blue lines when we should have been dumping in and chipping, and consequently you're going back the other way, and that's why our shots on goal total were up. In the previous week, last night did a pretty good job against a Bridgeport team that was well rested, who didn't play the night before, to keeping them to 22 shots. But nevertheless, I thought we still had a number of turnovers. We talked about that. We talked about our breakouts. We have a plan breaking out of our end, and we wanted to make sure we were sticking to that plan. We were getting away from that plan, and I thought that was much better tonight. A lot of time in zone play. I mean, they made some pushes, and we were losing our composure a little bit there with the guys, probably a little bit nervous here in the third period, the way things have happened the last two nights. But overall, except for their penalty kill, our penalty kill, which was outstanding tonight, I thought we were by far the best 5-on-5 team tonight.
Coach, speaking of the penalty kill, there was a stretch there from the first and the second period where I think you spent almost 10 minutes of a 14-minute stretch on the penalty kill. That's a big ask, in a third game from a group. How key was their performance, especially during that stretch?
Oh, absolutely. We do the good, bad, and the ugly, and we gave the PK some props. It had its struggles, but last night it went 3 for 3, and tonight I believe it's 6 for 6 or 7 for 7. But you're absolutely right. You clearly dominate that first period for 20 minutes. You outshoot them 12-2, give up no scoring chances, and then you basically kill the first 10 minutes of that period because you have 5 minors. It's and our coaches take pride. Helms looks after the PK, and Murph's on the power play, and obviously what we need to do. So it was nice to see the PK, pick up the power play, because let's face it, the power play has its struggles here the last couple of weeks, and we'll work on that this week. But you can win with a good penalty kill and a struggling power play. When both aren't clicking, then you get some issues.
When they scored the tying goal, it's an own goal. It's really an unlucky bounce. It hits his gate and goes right in. What did you see from your team, in the next 5-6 minutes after that gave you, a good feeling?
But the bench was really good. The bench stayed real positive. Obviously it's a downer. You look up and you've got the lead, but and it was a bad break for Boyd line. It was tough at times because I thought first period we were able to hold 4 lines and everybody's going. Even the Boyd Gaisley Barber line was going, and then all of a sudden, they don't get on the ice for 10 minutes that second period. They lose a little bit of their mojo there because they're not seeing the ice. And I wanted to 4 lines all night. It was 3 and 3, and I want those guys to play and get their share time in the third period. Goes up, Boyd or skate, and then as a coach, you're like, you got to shut that line down. So it was unfortunate for them that only the puck went in. But I went down to 3 lines after that to at least get the point and try and get it to overtime, and thankfully we were able to get the game winner there.
What do you thought about Stan's play on his conditioning stand?
Well, I think that he had a great start last week. First and second game last week, he had 3 goals, and I think like most of the team, right on Saturday, I thought he was better tonight. I thought he competed. Stan's, you can see his speed. Just the progression of his speed and his confidence with the puck, even from last year. So consequently, he tries to do too much at times, and I would say if there was one negative in his game is he wanted to try to do it himself at times. And I thought the whole team competed tonight, and I didn't call him anybody's game. So out of 5 games that he played with us, I'll give him props for 5. Any more? No? Okay, we'll see you next Friday. Thank you.